Alright, let's get this party started. Okay. You are watching Political Point Magazine, where the right is right and the left, well, the left is always on the wrong side of history. Why? Because political minds want to know. So enjoy a conservative point of view. And let's talk pea soup. With tonight's top stories. Well. Oh my gosh. It is, once again, Hillary is officially politically damaged goods. HillaryGate Part 42. It would appear, my friends, that Hillary has herself in a little bit of a bind. She's been playing the race card on Donald Trump. Is this a low blow deflection? Because she had a bad week and Trump had a good week. And Trump is closing in on Clinton in the polls in several battleground states. He is gaining an edge up, especially on the issues. And this is Obama's last year. So what's the progress report on the VA? We will tell you about that. And also, third-party candidates have no chance in this election. Political Points has a message for Gary Johnson. Alright, and so we will open it up to the phone lines too, and take it to the phone lines and talk to you, the viewers, on all of this and more. I am your humble host, William Mitro. Okay, my friends. Well, in a good week for Donald Trump and a bad week for Hillary Clinton. Right now, mind you, this is quite interesting. We actually have something that that all the people need to see here. All right, now we're gonna take you to exactly what I mean here. But Hillary has had a rough couple of weeks now, a bad 2 weeks, because the emails that were released, and now everything is kind of falling apart for Hillary, because her lies are getting out there. Okay, and Julian Assange had a nice, lovely interview with Megyn Kelly, which I think I did want to. I want to show you this. Okay, take a look.
Yeah, I know you don't want to.
Oops, hold up a second. That's not right here. Okay, so hold up a second. Okay. Okay, hold up. Now, but anyhow, Julian Assange had an interview with he's the guy that created WikiLeaks. Okay, but he had an interview with Megyn Kelly, but I do want to get into this stuff here, because it is very, very crucial to this election cycle, and now it has gotten nasty, my friends. It has really gotten very, very nasty. All right, because now Hillary has had a bad week, a bad 2 weeks, and with all of the leaks and everything that has come up with this, and now she has resorted, my friends, and this is the lowest any politician can go. All right, but she has resorted to smear tactics, not only smear tactics, but racial smear tactics on Donald Trump. She has been she played the race card. That's right. This is the lowest the Democrats can go, my friends, and they always do this. They always do this when they have nowhere else to go. When they have nowhere else to go, they accuse their Republican opponents of being racist and bigoted, and I find it quite appalling. Right? All my life, I have fought against the left, and I have fought against racial bigotry. Okay? But I can tell you that the Republicans are not racist. They are not the racist party. The Republicans are the Republican Party is the party that freed the blacks from slavery. Okay? It was Abraham Lincoln, the founder of the Republican Party. Okay? And it was the Republicans that gave blacks and minorities equal rights and opportunity in this country. Okay? Not the Democrats. Now you see a campaign where the Democrats are really blowing up things, and they're out of proportion, out of line, and just out of control. Okay? The Democrats are just too radical for this job. Okay? The Democrats can't handle the job. All right? And speaking of race, in every town or city that has had racial violence emerge, it is from cities and towns that are Democrat run. Why is it hard to understand that everywhere the Democrats have run things, racial tensions have increased? All right, but let me get to these clips here, okay? Because it has gone viral, my friends. Okay, the race between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton has gone dirty. Now, Hillary has gone the lowest she can possibly go with this. All right, falsely accusing Donald Trump of being racist and trying to tie him to radical racist groups like the KKK. All right, now I'm going to show you this, my friends. Okay, and it's quite awful. Okay, but this is the exchange. All right, and Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump had speeches on the same day, right? But Hillary attacked Donald Trump really low on this one, and take a listen. All right, take a listen.
Start. Donald Trump has built his campaign on prejudice and paranoia. He is taking hate groups mainstream and helping a radical fringe take over the Republican Party.
What does she do when she can't defend her record? That's right. She lies. He said it. She lies. And she smears. And she paints decent Americans, you, as racists. It's the last refuge of the discredited Democrat politician.
Trump is reinforcing harmful stereotypes and offering a dog whistle to his most hateful supporters. It's a disturbing preview of what kind of president he'd be.
If you want to have strong borders so that people come into our country, but they come in legally through a legal process, that doesn't make you a racist. It makes you smart. It makes you an American.
The names may have changed. Racists now call themselves racialists. White supremacists now call themselves white nationalists. The paranoid fringe now calls itself alt-right. But the hate burns just as bright.
Republicans then always have a tendency to back down and be defensive and look bad. Not Donald Trump.
So Hillary goes over the top, out of control, and downright nasty, dirty, and slanderous. It's defamation in its highest form. All right, and you know, and on top of that, Hillary had the Hillary campaign put out a very disgusting ad trying to tie Donald Trump to the KKK. This, my friends, is, if your children are watching, this is not for their eyes. But take a look. Right? Take a look. Okay.
The reason a lot of Klan members like Donald Trump is because a lot of what he believes, we believe in. Donald Trump would be best for the job.
For president.
Yeah.
I am a farmer and white nationalist. Support Donald Trump.
Sending out all the illegals, building a wall, and a moratorium on Islamic immigration. That's very appealing to a lot of ordinary white people.
Voting against Donald Trump at this point is really treason to your heritage.
Will you unequivocally condemn David Duke and say that you don't want his vote or that of other white supremacists?
I don't know anything about white supremacists, so I don't know.
Trump named Steve Bannon as his new campaign CEO. Mr. Bannon is best known for his controversial Breitbart News, a campaign chair that ran a website that has become a field day for the alt-right, which is racist, and all sorts of other ists.
The alt-right, which is the sort of dressed up in suits version of the neo-Nazi and white supremacist movements.
A lot of
That's just way over the line. That's defamation. All right. Donald Trump is not racist, and he has no ties to any of those racist groups. And this is just absolutely the lowest Hillary can possibly go. I mean, she's resorting to racism and the race card because she has nowhere else to go. She is slandering her opponent. And slandering Republicans, basically. And this is nasty, my friends. This is out of line and uncalled for. Right? Hillary Clinton is implying racism and bigotry where none exists. So therefore, it is Hillary who is the racist and the bigoted one. Mind you, it wasn't Donald Trump that was being racist. In fact, Donald Trump went and met with black leaders, and I want to show you that this clip or this little thing. But anyhow, but Donald Trump is actually making the right moves. Okay, and with this little thing with Hillary is just, you know, there is no possible way that I will ever vote for a Democrat. I will never ever vote for a Democrat. All right. Right now, Trump is the strongest candidate. Right now, he is not racist at all. Okay? This is defamation. In fact, he's surrounded himself with blacks and minorities. All right. He has hired and employed more blacks and minorities than any Democrat. You know, than anybody. All right. And this is just a low blow. You know, this is just a low blow. Hillary Clinton is a pathological liar. You know, don't believe her nonsense. She lies every time she opens her mouth. And this just goes to show you that how low she will go. It is just disgraceful. Anybody supporting Hillary Clinton is just putting themselves on the wrong track. You know, they're just going downhill, just like Hillary. Going downhill. All right. This has gotten ugly and nasty, and my friends, it's just not. This race has gotten just down to the, you know, and that's ahead of the debates. The first debate is coming up next month. All right. So, and I think Donald Trump is very well prepared for these things. All right. And I think if the Republicans, if 16 other Republicans couldn't beat him in the primaries, then Hillary can't beat him either. And there's no other candidate that can beat Trump. All right. Okay, so Hillary is just has just resorted to smears and lies and defamation in the highest degree. This is just not, you know, it's the lowest the Democrats can go. You know, and I feel shocked and appalled that anybody would try to play this card on a Republican candidate. You know, I'm appalled that Hillary would stoop this low. All right. Now, it's a low blow, and it should not be tolerated. In fact, now I want to get into something. Now, Donald Trump is according to the according to the Real Clear average of poll, Real Clear Politics average of polls, okay, Donald Trump is actually gaining momentum. All right. Now, Donald Trump had 2 very good weeks where he conducted policy speeches, and so we want to get into this because Donald Trump actually, the numbers are actually coming in here now, and for all of this now, okay, we see that now Donald Trump actually has the edge, all right, on this, okay. But I want to show you this ad, okay, by Donald Trump.
Spending goes up, taxes go up. In Donald Trump's America, working families get tax relief, millions of new jobs created, wages go up, small businesses thrive, the American dream achievable, change that makes America great again.
He wears it like a crown.
Okay, yep. So, but the Trump ads are coming out there, and I think Trump is getting an edge on the situation here. All right. Now, so with all of this in play here, I want to show a few things here because I want to show a few things here because Donald Trump has made kind of inroads with blacks, minorities, and Latinos. And the Mexicans, but there's something on this that Trump now Trump's new campaign advisor Trump's new campaign advisor was on the news and was on CNN, and they questioned her on Trump's new pivot in the immigration stance, and take a listen. Take a listen to this. Okay, here it is. Right.
They'll pay back.
Oh wait, here.
They have to pay taxes. There's no.
Oh wait, I wanted to show more of that actually. That's not the one I wanted to show, but anyhow, here's the one I wanted to show actually is this one. Okay, right here. Okay, yeah. But Marianne Conway is the new Trump campaign manager. Because Paul Manafort dropped out and quit. And now, but here.
Well, I've known Donald Trump for a long time. I respect his business record. I respect the fact that even before he promoted me to this position, he's been promoting and advancing women in the Trump Corporation for decades. People of color, people from very different countries across the world, both genders, obviously, all walks of life. That's very compelling to me because I like to assess people by what they do, not by what they say. And I think that's particularly important in politics where everybody has a lot to say.
Okay, so, but anyhow, on now, on Sean, Trump had a town hall with Sean Hannity, and I kind of like what he had to say. All right, let me get this going here. Let me see. Okay, oops, wrong. Okay, let's get back to this one. Okay, but first off, okay. Now, Trump had a town hall with Sean Hannity, and let's let's get into that clip here. All right, but take a look at some of the things here. All right, that Sean Hannity interviewed Donald Trump at this town hall, and it was quite amazing. It was mostly on his national issue, the immigration. All right, but take a listen and watch this.
All the impact on education, on our criminal justice system, our healthcare system, and also the human toll.
Right.
We met victims' families last night, or families of victims. You want to build a wall. You're going to build that wall within 2 years?
It's not a question of wanting. We have no choice.
We're going to build a wall.
We have no choice.
Let's talk about, it's 2,000 miles. Explain, you're only going to build 1,000 of wall. What do you do on that other 1,000 miles?
Well, and like I said last night, it's 13,000 miles for China. Right. And that was 2,000 years ago. And they had no trouble. They had plenty of labor, there's no question about it, but they had no trouble. So they built a 13,000-mile wall. We have 2,000 miles, but we need 1,000. So it's 1,000 versus 13,000, and it's modern. It'll get done so quickly, your head will spin. It gets done quickly. And it'll be a real wall. It'll be a real wall. It won't be one of these little toys that you see every once in a while. Our government throws up a little wall like this. Do you ever see the picture in the magazines where a ramp goes up and down? I don't know why they don't just push it over. It would have been cheaper. But
what do you think the right height should be?
The drugs come over, and the cash goes back.
What do you think the height should be?
Well, I think the height could be 35 to 45 feet. That's a good height. That's a good height. Anywhere in that neighborhood. Could be higher.
Let me go to the issue. We have 11.3 million illegal immigrants in the country now. Now, you said immediately last night, all criminal aliens out, day one. Correct? All right. Now,
by the way, that one's so simple. You know, there are some things where you sort of feel bad, and this one with we have these killers in this country.
Right.
They're heading up gangs. You go out exactly.
They lost their children right here behind you.
I mean, those guys. If we ever find them, if I'm president, oh, we're gonna be trouble, such trouble. And you know, the other thing, and you're going to bring up some Border Patrol folks, and they're incredible people, but it's so hard for the police to, if somebody's protected between the sanctuary city nonsense, we got to get rid of the sanctuary city. We're protecting these people, Sean. We're protecting criminals. And the police, who are phenomenal people, they're at a point where they just give up. They catch them, they have them, they know they did it, and then they know nothing's going to happen. So if you're a killer and you're in this country, they go after you big league and it's tough. If you're a killer and you're an illegal immigrant, the police don't know what to do.
Let me go back. I know we got into this a little bit last night, but I think this is going to be a big issue. And that is, okay, you're not a criminal alien. You committed no crimes, but you didn't respect our laws and sovereignty. You also seem to be indicating there might be something other than they have to go back.
Look,
am I reading that right?
We have to follow the laws of our country. We have to follow.
So that means they go back.
We have to follow the laws. Now, can we be, and I'll ask the audience, you have somebody who's terrific, who's been here
20 years?
Right, long time. Long court proceeding, long everything, okay? In other words, to get them out. Can we go through a process, or do you think they have to get out? Tell me. I mean, I don't know. You tell me.
Let's do a poll. How many think they should go through a process that maybe give them a chance? Clap. We got to hear you.
How many people?
How many think they should go?
But do it again. Do it again. So let me ask you, because this place is packed.
Yeah.
Does everybody get this kind of a crowd?
No.
No. It's very easy. That's why he keeps calling me back. See, this is why he keeps calling us back, right? But look, let me ask you the process. So you have somebody that's been in the country for 20 years, has done a great job, has a job, and everything else. Okay, do we take him and the family, her or him or whatever, and send him out? And they're gone? Or when somebody really has shown, it's called like the merit system, other than they did break the law in the first place, okay? And that's a little unfair to people, but we're going to let people come in anyway. They'll come in legally. We're going to let people come in anyway. It's not going to have an impact. So, do we tell these people to get out, number one, or do we work with them and let them stay in some form? Okay, are you ready? I'm just curious, because it's a very interesting situation. No, wait. So the bad ones, the gang members, all them, what do you think? Does anybody disagree on the gang members? Is there one person? Yeah, there's a gang member over there. Okay. Is there one person? And I mean, we will get them out so fast. You know, the police know who they are. This is no, like, great secret, like, oh, I wonder who they are. These police know, and the people know who they are. The police, they know who they are, and they're going to be gone, like, so fast your head will spin. Okay, so that's easy, right? So now we have the person, 20 years, been an upstanding person. The family's great, everyone's great. Do we throw them out, or do we work with them and try and do something? Okay, ready?
Well,
ready?
how many say
number one,
work with
number
them?
one, we'll say throw out. Number two, we work with them. Ready? Number one.
Number two. Now wait, but this is important, because so you're saying there is, and you have been sort of indicating that there will be some flexibility. That you originally you had said they're all out and there was a big brouhaha, but you're saying that if somebody can prove that they've been here, proven to be a citizen, but well, here's the big question though.
Go ahead.
No citizenship.
No citizenship. No citizenship.
Everyone agree with that? All right.
I mean, go a step further. They'll pay back taxes. They have to pay taxes. There's no amnesty as such. There's no amnesty.
Right.
But we work with them. Now, okay, but when I look at the rooms, and I have this all over, now, everybody agrees we get the bad ones out, but when I go through and I meet thousands and thousands of people on this subject, and I've had very strong people come up to me, really great people come up to me, and they've said, Mr. Trump, I love you. But to take a person that's been here for 15 or 20 years and throw them and the family out, it's so tough, Mr. Trump. I mean, I have it all the time. It's a very hard thing. So I got to look. This is like a poll. There's thousands of people in this room. Who wants those people thrown out? No, who wants them? Who wants them? Who's the guy who wants them thrown out? Stand.
The guy who wants them thrown out. Stand up.
Stand up.
All right. Hold on. All right, so you got, there's that.
So who wants to work? By the way, no amnesty, no citizenship, etc. Who doesn't want them thrown out? So who does not want them thrown out?
Stand up. Yeah. There you go. All right, so then that raises Mr. Trump.
Okay, so you see there, you know, based on the people's opinion and thoughts on this, you know, Trump is actually pivoting on this issue because he's adjusting it to suit the people, all right, and he's gotten a lot of support and backers on this from the Latino community. All right, so he's not he hasn't changed a lot of his position, but he's saying that we're still going to build the wall. We're still going to build the wall, and we're gonna have border patrol on the border. We're gonna have E-Verify to verify these people, and also we're gonna get the bad ones out. Okay, and we're gonna work with the people that are here, you know, legally. No path to citizenship though. Okay, but they have to pay taxes. They have to pay the fine, and get to the back of the line and come here legally. So that's his whole stance, and that was an excellent part of the interview. All right, but now with that on its dockets there, okay, we have something that has come up. All right, now it is Obama's last year in as president, right? And we actually what is the progress report on so it's Obama's last year, okay, and we want to take you to something that is quite interesting here, all right? But the progress on the VA, okay, and this is very, very crucial here, all right? And I want to show you this because you remember the VA scandal, which happened under Obama, all right? Now, in which the veterans, our veterans have had poor health coverage. They have died to get their health care. They have waited in long lines to get their health care. But now there is the Obama administration is kind of patching up things, or has patched up things, so they say. Okay, and the progress, so-called progress on the VA is they claim it's getting better. All right, they claim it's getting better, but it's actually not. All right, but so on this, I want to show you something here. All right, that the administration has kind of botched this up. Okay, now with everything else that has been going on with the cyber hacks and everything, and we all know that Obamacare is going through its death spiral now. Okay, the VA is not much better. Right? The VA is not much better. In fact, okay, I wanna get into that because there are veterans out there that strongly disagree with this administration. All right, and their insurance is like kind of lax, okay, in their service. The service from the VA, okay, is kind of not nowhere to be seen. Okay, I mean, it's kind of slow, and the whole thing is going kaput. Okay, now at least Donald Trump showed that he cared about the vets, right? And he has raised money for the vets, and lots of money for the vets. In fact, and he showed that during the campaign, during the primaries, right? But now with and I want to show these polls actually. Okay, now, okay, the general election has Hillary up by 7, but Donald Trump is actually getting ready for the debates. All right, but now, but I wanted to show you some clips on that. But anyhow, we have now. Before I get to the phone calls now, oh yeah, here we go. This is here we go. The Veterans Care. Okay. Now we all know that Obamacare is going down, and the insurance and everything has the costs have skyrocketed, and some insurance companies have pulled out of Obamacare. All right, but
a plan that costs $75 a month or less.
All right, so that's
no, but anyhow, but yeah, you remember when Obamacare was signed into law, it was supposed to ensure or make sure people had insurance, right? But apparently you couldn't keep your doctor, and you couldn't you couldn't even go to the same doctor that you had before, that you liked before. All right, but apparently things are going awry on the front of the VA, and it's not looking good. Okay, it's not looking good. All right, but let me get into another issue here. Okay, and that is third-party candidates. Okay, now I really want to show you this one. Okay, third-party candidates. Now last week I showed you a clip of Jill Stein in an interview on Democracy Now! Right? Now, I want to show you an interview with Gary Johnson. All right? Now, and this, my friends, is quite interesting. All right? Now, before we get to the phone lines, okay, we definitely want to get into to this, okay? Now take a look. Chris Wallace on Fox News Sunday interviewed Gary Johnson. All right, now take a look at this. All right,
thanks.
Your campaign manager says you have a two-part strategy to win the White House. The first part is that you have to get on that stage for the presidential debate starting September 26th. In the Real Clear Politics average of recent polls, you're at 8%. So you need to reach 15% to get on the stage. Would you agree that if you don't get into the debates, it's game over?
Winning the election, yes, I would say game over. Winning the election, but
wait. Let me get back. Let me get back to that poll that Chris Wallace just showed. All right. Now, if you notice on that poll, okay. Wait a minute. Okay, hold up. Now, if you notice that on that poll that he just showed, all right. Now, Hillary is only up by 4 points. Okay. So 42 to 38, and then Gary Johnson is 8.1, and then Jill Stein really doesn't register. She's only at like 3%. Okay. So and this is my point here. Where third party really doesn't have a chance. All right. But anyhow, let me get back to that interview.
18%
here. Okay. Now, and let me okay, and how Gary Johnson thinks that he could actually win this thing. All right. Take a listen. I mean, the guy sounds very
percent flat on the.
Okay, but the guy sounds very
we're at 10%.
Crazy, actually. You know, and just as delusional as Jill Stein.
Winning the election, yes, I would say game over. Winning the election. But the Presidential Debate Commission has identified 5 polls. We're at 10% flat on those 5 polls, and that's an increase really of probably about 4% consensus over the last 6 or 7 weeks. So we're optimistic that we're going to actually get into the debates. We're spending money right now in many states. In 5 states right now, I'm at 16%. So I'm just really optimistic.
Okay, so now you get in the debate stage, and now this brings us to phase 2. Which is, as I understand it, is to keep both Clinton and Trump from reaching the majority of 270 electoral votes to be elected president, throw the race into the House of Representatives where you say that you could win, and in that case each state gets 1 vote, that you could win on a second ballot. How does that happen?
Well, the object is to win outright, and it's not impossible that if we go into the presidential debates with the polarization of Clinton and Trump, that we might actually run the table on all this. And I'm talking about me and Bill Weld, 2 former Republican governors re-elected in heavily Democrat states.
Bill Weld, former governor of Massachusetts.
Yeah, I don't think there's any arguing that we did make differences in our state, being fiscally conservative, socially inclusive. I'll add to that we're really skeptical about intervening militarily to achieve regime change that I think has resulted in a less safe world. So I think that we represent about 60% of Americans with that philosophical belief.
So let's get into that, because you say the key to your candidacy is if people sit down and compare you to Clinton and Trump on the issues, they're going to pick you. So let's do a lightning round. Quick questions, quick answers on a variety of issues. International trade.
Free trade, supporting IPP. It's a good thing. Free trade, more jobs.
TPP.
TPP.
The Pacific Trade Deal.
Yes. We're the only ones that support it.
Immigration.
Listen. He sounds like he's out of his mind. I mean, the guy couldn't even pronounce TPP. He said IPP. He didn't even know what the trade deal was. Oh my gosh, the guy sounds out of his mind.
Make it as easy as possible to come into this country and work. To be able to get a work visa. A work visa should entail a background check and a social security card. Don't build a wall across the border. These are hard-working individuals that are taking jobs that U.S. citizens don't want.
Notice he's for open borders. Okay, he's for amnesty. And this guy was a Republican, but now he's a independent or Green Party or whatever. You know, this guy doesn't have a chance. He's out of his mind. He sounds out of his mind, too.
7 million people, and that's just an arbitrary number, but the millions of people who are already in this country illegally.
Complete misunderstanding of why they're here in the first place. The reason they're here in the first place is you cannot get a work visa to come into this country and work, and they're hardworking, cream of the crop when it comes to workers. So you or I in that same position where jobs exist in the United States that U.S. citizens don't want, you or I would be crossing illegally to take those jobs just like they are doing.
You would give them amnesty?
I would set up where they could come in the door, get a work visa as long as they've been law-abiding. With regard to citizenship, there needs to be a pathway to citizenship. Look, with regard to those that are in the country that are undocumented, they're not going to jump the line, but that's part of comprehensive immigration reform that Bill Weld and I think we can bring Democrats and Republicans to the table over. Look, Hillary or Clinton, isn't the polarization in Congress going to be greater than ever? Does anybody believe that anything is going to get better in Congress?
That is, again, he sounded crazy and out of his mind. He couldn't even say both the candidates. He goes, Hillary or Clinton? This guy's out of his mind.
You want to cut spending.
This guy's out of his mind. And speaking of way out of his mind, the last question that that Chris Wallace asked him was about his pot. All right, and I want to get to that. All right, but anyhow,
eliminate the federal corporate tax and
wait, no, that's on tax policy. Okay, but before I get into that though, okay, I want to get to the phone lines. All right, because you know, because I have a message for Gary Johnson, which I want to make clear. All right, because 272-0319 is the number. All right, and if you are listening, let me get that clip here, okay? Because it's very, very crucial. Okay, this guy sounds totally insane. He
argue that the more money you make, the more money.
This guy is totally insane and crazy. He doesn't have a chance. He doesn't stand a chance in this election cycle. All right, and it's, oh my God. I mean, he doesn't stand a chance. I mean, this guy is just over the top crazy. All right, now, and
these drugs do marijuana can minute death.
Wanted. Okay, so here we go. Anyhow, wait. Okay, so, jeez. All right, but anyhow, now, anyhow, I had a message for Gary Johnson. Okay, it doesn't look like we're gonna get into the calls here. Okay, but so I'll just make this my last words for the night. All right, but anyhow, okay, so my last words for the night, and Chris Wallace asked Gary Johnson about
cannabis does compete, does provide that relief. So it seems to me that there needs to be research and development in this area that can't currently happen because marijuana is listed as a Class 1 narcotic. As President of the United States, I would delist marijuana as a Class 1 narcotic. This is going to be an issue that is left up to the states, just like alcohol. And then on the recreational side of this, Chris, I have always believed that legalizing marijuana will lead to less overall substance abuse because it's so much safer than everything else that's out there, starting with alcohol.
No, it's not. Wrong. I have a message for Gary Johnson. All right. Now, and this is the last words for the night. Okay. Remember the chart here. All right. Gary Johnson. Marijuana is harmful to your health. All right. It is not safe at all. Okay. It damages your brain cells, most specifically the ones dealing with logical thinking. All right. Okay. Then it damages, it affects and alters and damages the brain cells. Okay. It speeds up your heart rate. Okay, and increases your blood pressure. It damages it shrinks your sex drive and kills the reproductive organs, so you can't produce babies, and it damages your immune system, and it also increases the risk of lung cancer. All right, this marijuana is so damaging and so harmful. It is not. It should be banned, and there should be no states that legalize this harmful drug. Okay, marijuana is completely harmful. Is more harmful than you think. So Gary Johnson, in that interview, I think the marijuana got to him. Okay, I think he was smoking marijuana before he got into that interview, because he sounded like he was out of his mind. Crazy. Okay, marijuana triggers psychosis and leads to several disorders like schizophrenia. So, and it can and will kill you. So, Gary Johnson is absolutely wrong about that. So, Gary Johnson, I challenge you to come on my program and talk about the issues here. And that is the last words for the night, my friends. Okay. We thank you for watching Political Point magazine. Actually, I think I might have time for just one call. Nah. Forget it. Alright, but anyhow, that is the last words for the night, my friends. We thank you for watching Political Point. We have a Political Point political poll on Facebook, and I'm gonna put it on Twitter as well. Alright. Do you think should the Clinton Foundation be shut down? That's our political poll. So on Facebook and on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at WilliamMetro2, and thank you for watching Political Point. Where the right is right, and the left is always on the wrong side.